Are you looking for the best cordless leaf blowers? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best cordless leaf blowers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Ego Power Plus Cordless Leaf Blower Kit. We think the best cordless leaf blowers should be convenient, easy to handle, maneuverable, and strong enough to move dry and wet leaves and other debris. Our favorite is the Ego Cordless Leaf Blower Kit, which features a powerful 670 CFM turbo mode that made short work of grass clippings, kept our yard clean when several trees lost all their leaves at once, and even blasted away some old, dry leaves that had been stuck behind our air conditioner condenser since the previous year. We tested this leaf blower at home to tackle tasks we had previously handled with a plug-in Ryobi leaf blower. With a variable output of 250 to 530 CFM, plus the turbo mode, we were blown away by how much more powerful this leaf blower is. We also loved that we could handle our entire lawn, walkways, and everything else without constantly unplugging and looking for a new outlet. When we experienced a massive amount of leaves from several trees losing all their foliage at once, we were able to keep both our front and back yards clean and clear with this blower. However, we noticed that we needed to use the highest setting and turbo mode, which reduced the run time to about 22 minutes. We have other compatible Ego batteries, but otherwise, you'd have to stop to charge several times to clear out a yard like ours. The turbo mode's roar is a little loud, but the lower speeds were quiet enough to carry on a conversation, and strong enough for wrangling grass clippings. The controls of this leaf blower are intuitive and easy to use, with a dial that adjusts the power level and a button to activate the turbo mode. It was easy to put together, too, with just 2 pieces to snap together, plus charging and inserting the battery. The one thing we weren't happy with is that the turbo button isn't a toggle switch, so you need to hold it down to keep turbo mode active. That can get tiring, but we think the extra power was worth it, especially when we encountered hard-to-reach leaves trapped between our house and the air conditioner compressor. This cordless leaf blower is a little heavy, almost 10 pounds, the heaviest handheld battery-powered leaf blower on our list, so it's best suited tidying up smaller yards, pathways, and gardens. We didn't find it too tiring to use for about 20 minutes at a time, but you may want something lighter or a wearable model like our best backpack leaf blower pick if you have more than half an acre of yard to deal with. Fuel type, battery, weight, 9.5 pounds, CFM, 250 to 530 mph, 180, noise rating, 64 dB. Number 2. Worx Cordless Leaf Blower. The Worx WG584 is a flexible leaf blower with variable speed controls, powerful airflow, and 2 batteries. It even includes a dual charger. We also found it lightweight and surprisingly quiet for the amount of power it provides. It lacks the raw power of our overall best recommendation, but it's typically priced at least $50 less, so we think it's a great value. We tested this leaf blower in our lab to see how it handles various common debris on different surfaces, and it cleared both dry and wet leaves in record time. It performed just as well when we took it home to test it in real-world conditions. This is a variable speed model, but it gives you the option of 60, 69, 80, or 95 miles per hour, with airflow capacities of 300 and 470 CFM, instead of a nebulous slider or dial. We found that these controls gave us tons of flexibility to handle different jobs without any of the guesswork that comes with some variable speed models. We loved how quickly this leaf blower cleared leaves from our deck and other areas around our house. It immediately reduced the amount of time we had to spend on upkeep around the yard, which is why we think this leaf blower is ideal for keeping your yard and varied outdoor spaces looking great. This unit is made up of 3 pieces, and we had a bit of trouble connecting the third part. That's primarily worth mentioning because we rarely see a leaf blower that's tough to put together. It didn't take long to assemble, but it was trickier than we liked. We also wish this unit allowed us to have better control over the airflow since the large tube doesn't allow for much precision. However, we were pleased with its range of power. Fuel type, battery, weight, 7.3 pounds, CFM, 300 to 470 mph, 60, 69, 80 or 95, noise rating, 65 dB. Number 3. Echo 2-Stroke Cycle Handheld Leaf Blower. The Echo Gas 2-Stroke Handheld Leaf Blower is our favorite gas model because it's light enough to use without too much fatigue, easy to maneuver around trees and bushes, and has enough power to move piles of wet leaves effortlessly. We used it to tackle huge leaves, both wet and dry, in a neighborhood that's full of oak trees. We were seriously impressed with how it blew away all the debris from our brick patio that we had struggled to sweep and hose off in the past. One pass from this powerful leaf blower was all it took, and our patio was as clean as it's ever been. We also used this leaf blower to tackle dry leaves, wet grass clippings, and other debris around our yard, and it handled everything well. The powerful airflow is more than enough to tackle wet leaves, so we think it's a good option if you have a medium or large-sized yard with a lot of trees. It worked well on our wood deck and concrete driveway as well through 3 months of extended testing. This blower is heavier than most electric handheld models but surprisingly light for a gas leaf blower. When fully fueled, it's roughly the same weight as our best overall, which itself is already one of the heavier battery-powered options. That, combined with the vibration of the gas motor, will tend to tire you out since it doesn't come with a shoulder strap, which is why we prefer a backpack option like our best for large yards pick if you have a lot of land to cover. While we'd have preferred a shoulder strap on this leaf blower, Echo included mount points. If you find it tiring or have an especially large yard, you can buy a compatible shoulder strap to reduce the load. We've also found that starting it with the pull cord is a little difficult. It's easier if you shut it off and need to start it up again when it's still warm, so keep that in mind if you aren't used to gas-powered tools. Fuel type: gas. Weight: 8.6 pounds. CFM: 453 mph, 170. Noise rating: 70 dB. Number 4. Ego Power Plus LB 6003 Cordless Leaf Blower. Backpack leaf blowers provide exceptional power without excessive arm fatigue. While testing the Ego Power Plus LB 6003 in the lab and at home, we found it light and comfortable to use without hindering our mobility at all. We also love that it features variable airflow speed with a comfortable joystick-style control stick. When we tested this leaf blower in our lab, we were so impressed with its speed and power that we had to try it out at home too. We used this leaf blower at home for about 6 months in a yard filled with 20 trees, and we didn't find much to dislike. It helped make fall cleanup feel like less of a chore, and sped things up quite a bit compared to raking. We also found it handy for clearing sticks, leaves, and even light snow from our driveway and sidewalk. Since this is a backpack model, most of its weight is distributed on your back as you use it. Even though it's fairly heavy, your arms and wrists are spared from bearing the entire load, so you won't feel fatigued as fast. While it weighs almost twice as much as our best overall pick, a handheld option, also by Ego, you can use it longer and feel less tired. We like that this blower features a high airspeed and variable airflow capacity. The adjustable airflow range allows for plenty of flexibility in how you use the leaf blower and means you should be able to reach leaves across a significant distance. One of our favorite things about this leaf blower is that it provides 2 operation options. The default mode requires you to press a button the whole time, but you can also opt to set the dial to your desired power level to place less stress on your hands. We did occasionally find ourselves grabbing our small handheld model for smaller or more detailed tasks, but overall, we think this is the best option for tackling larger fall cleanup projects or for those with larger outdoor spaces. Fuel type: battery. Weight: 12.5 pounds. CFM: 260 to 600 mph, 145. Noise rating: 64 dB. Number 5. Makita LXT Cordless Leaf Blower Kit. Variable speed leaf blowers are useful because they let you control the amount of airflow, but they can be tiring. One of the reasons we like this option from Makita so much is that it includes cruise control, which lets us set the power level wherever we want and then let go of the trigger, giving our hand a delightful rest. We tested this leaf blower at our lab, and it performed exceptionally well in all of our tests, blowing dry and wet leaves from a patch of grass without much effort and clearing leaves from hard surfaces even faster. It also performed exceptionally well in tests of raw power, moving weighted fishing nets a great distance with ease, so we think you'll be hard-pressed to find debris in your yard that this blower won't move. It tops out at an impressive 116 miles per hour, which can be compared to a lower maximum of 95 miles per hour from our best value pick. In addition to raw power, this leaf blower also provides variable wind speeds with the previously mentioned cruise control feature. The variable speed option works like many other variable models, requiring you to squeeze the trigger harder to increase the speed. We like how that gives you instant one-handed control over speed changes, but it can get really tiring. Unlike a lot of other variable speed blowers, this one gives you the option to let go of the trigger altogether. The way it works is that you turn the blower on, set the speed you want, then activate the cruise control. You can adjust the speed using the lever but don't need to squeeze the trigger anymore, so your wrist muscles won't be so sore the next day. We like that this blower combines power with ease of use and comfort. At just 6.5 pounds, it is light and user-friendly enough to hold and operate with one hand adeptly while using the other hand to adjust the controls and perform other tasks. Fuel type, battery, weight, 6.5 pounds, CFM, 459 mph, 116, noise rating, 60 dB.